NIMC insists Nigerians must pay for new national ID cards, says 115 million citizens, legal residents enrolled for NIN. Dangote Refinery accuses NNPCL of undersupplying crude oil amidst narrow for crude scheme. And late on the show, PDP governors meet in Plateau State, insist on unity, need to restore party's reputation. I'll be hanging out with Adewale Adeoye and Mayor Akinpelu. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. Now, despite daunting national challenges, Nigerians continue to make waves in various fields. This time, Afrobeat sensation Ayo Balogun, popularly known as Wizkid, is rewriting the history book. The superstar has achieved a historic milestone by setting a new record for the highest opening day streams on Spotify with his song Kese, and in dance, amassing an impressive 1.5 million streams in just 24 hours. Now, Kese is part of his latest album, Moriah, written in honor of his late mother, Juliana Balogun. Let's also tell you that Moriah album also clinched the #1 spot on the Apple Music Nigeria chart. All right, let's bring the conversation home. Mayor, I'll start with you. Nigerians once again blazing the trail, but this time Wizkid. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Wizkid is one of the new generation of artists who are making waves all over the world.
Sure.
They have changed Afrobeat. Apart from Wizkid, there is Davido,
Yes.
there is Burna Boy, and there is Rema. Those are the major artists that are making waves all over the world. And it's so ironic that the man that created Afrobeat did not make enough money out of it. Fernando Kulapo Kuti that created Afrobeat did not make enough money out of it.
I don't think he did it for the money.
No. But when you are an artist, it's a job, it's a profession, so you're supposed to make money from it. But the problem was that the music industry has not developed like this. At that time, you have to rely on albums and CDs for it to be marketed by record companies.
Okay.
But now, the industry has moved ahead, and now it's streaming platforms.
True.
And Spotify, a Swedish audio streaming platform, has revolutionized how people listen to music.
Exactly.
So when you release your music in Nigeria, you don't need to look for a record company to market it and the hawking CDs. You understand? You give the right to streaming platform like Spotify, and anybody can listen to it all over the world.
And you make money.
And you can make money because on the average, Spotify pays between $4,000 and $7,000 for a million streams.
Yes.
And somebody like Wizkid has over 7 billion streams altogether. The 7 billion is not solely from him. Okay. You know why he was able to have that kind of high streaming success was because he did a collaboration with Drake.
Yes.
The Canadian artist, which had over 3 billion streams.
Exactly.
So, but in Nigeria, when it comes to Spotify, Wizkid is #1. Though when it comes to the album, individual album, Rema is #1. And on Apple,
there's always this competition amongst all of these guys.
Yeah, because like I said, the world is thirsty for Afrobeat.
True.
It is something new. You know, when this music started, most of our artists were playing hip hop.
Okay.
Hip hop is Nigerian version of American music, and there's no way you can be better than the original.
Exactly.
So yes, people the talent was there, but they could not have that international appeal because the music itself looked like the music they're used to. But when our artists started now playing like Afro music, infusing hip hop and soul into it, then it became appealing to a lot of people. And all over the world now, it is Afro music.
Exactly.
I had an experience when I traveled to Atlanta, I was taken to a club by my friends, a white club with a white DJ. You understand? But because they realized that we were Nigerians sitting, they reserved, the friends that took us reserved a table.
Yes.
And they saw movement towards our table. You know, in nightclub, when you are taking choice drinks, people will do
exactly. The attention
and all
will
that.
go there, true.
So the DJ was able to know that, okay, who are those people on that table? You understand? And they said, oh, there are some Nigerians and all that. And the guy started playing Nigerian music. He started with Wizkid, then he played Davido, then he played Burna Boy, and surprisingly, he played Kwan. Yes, he played Kwan. And a white DJ, not a black DJ, white DJ. They are the real King song.
And many of the people, they're even the whites.
Yes. So right now, when you go to stadium, now when the World Cup, they want to do World Cup, you will see a Nigerian artist there. When they are doing major events all over the world.
Yeah, we had a band play at the South African World Cup.
Recently, there was the richest man in India. I did a wedding.
Exactly.
And Rema was
there. Now, let's breaking records. Do you see any artists breaking that record? Looking at the competition, but do you see any artists, Nigerian artists, breaking that record?
Well, I think the last chapter of the music industry is yet to be written. So it's too early to say that nobody can break that record. But I think Wizkid is an inspiration to a lot of us, a lot of younger people, irrespective of where you are born. He was born as Ojo Elegba. I know Ojo Elegba is a very
exactly.
So it's always good for our younger people to see opportunities in difficulties. That irrespective of your background, you can rule the world. Wizkid is ruling the world now. And his father was a practicing Muslim. His mother, a Pentecostal, member. But that did not stop him from realizing the ambition. He drew a kind of destiny for himself.
Yes.
And he was able to stand out. From the age of 11, he started playing music, So, and he wasn't from an elite background. He attended the grammar school.
True, yeah.
So it means that no matter the condition that you find yourself, try to discover your talent. Every human being, irrespective of where you are born, irrespective of your family background, irrespective of whether you are rich or poor, there is a talent inherent in you.
Exactly.
That if you develop it, it's not all of us that need to be doctors, lawyers. There is, the creative industry, arts and culture is a very dominant field in the political economy of the world. So we think that our youth should learn from what is happening to this young man. It's worth maybe about $4 million now or more. At his age, he was born in 1990. So I think our people should see as a kind of inspiration.
Now, you talk about the creative industry. Let's bring the government into this now. What can the Nigerian government do to help Nigerian talents? Because I know there are lots of Wizkid, there are lots of Burna Boys. And now, these people, what can the Nigerian government do to encourage, to support Nigerian talents?
The government can do a lot of things. It's not just by rewarding footballers. True. There should be national awards for even musicians. You don't need to be a professor of physics before you are recognized by the government.
Exactly.
And I also think our secondary schools, our family system, we have a lot of role to play. When we are growing up in our secondary school in those days, you close by 2 o'clock, or from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you are involved in sports, you are involved in variety debates, you are involved in culture, in art.
Yes.
But those things are dying these days. People just go to school and then they close by 4. They think everything is just about reading, going to the library. But we can, we must believe, we must come to a stage where we realize that potential is not just about being a doctor or a journalist or a lawyer. There are a lot of things that are hidden in human beings that the society can help you to discover.
Just maybe 1 minute.
Government is not doing anything for the music industry right now because
which is sad.
Because the way the music industry is structured.
Okay.
Most of the investment, government is doing a lot of investment when it comes to filmmaking and Nollywood. They've done so much for Nollywood. The Bank of Industry has a lot of accounts that they give to producers to do films. And the government has intervention, especially Lagos State government. They have accounts that they give loans to people producing films. So they concentrated more on Nollywood. I think there is need for them to also see how they can do, because now our music is much, much bigger than
exactly,
Nollywood. Much bigger. Because people like Burna Boy performs all over the world and pack audiences and all that. But because the way it's structured is different for government to come in, unlike Nollywood that is properly structured.
Okay.
The music structure is not structured yet.
All right, then. All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation. Let's talk lottery.